Hello everybody and welcome back to 10-Minute Reviews. I'm Jason and I've got another book to talk about. This is one of the authors that we've talked about before. I talked specifically about one of his best series, his biggest series, but he's had a couple, I guess you could almost call them spin-offs. They occur in the same universe per se, and really, really good. So I wanted to talk about it. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. We talk about a lot of books, a lot of different genres, a lot of authors. So hit those like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned. So I'm talking again about Gene Doucette. So if you watched our other videos, then you'll remember the video we had where I talked about his Immortal series, which was absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite series ever. It's incredible. I've reread them all 3 or 4 times. And he has another book called Fixer. Now, it ended up being a 2-book series up to this point. He may, I have a funny feeling he's going to be writing more in this universe. I have a funny feeling he's going to be writing more about the Immortal Adam, and he's definitely going to be writing more in the Fixer universe, just because, well, these were his big books. These were what he kind of got known for. So, so Fixer, again, occurs within the same universe as Adam the Immortal. At first, he doesn't really have any awareness of immortals or anything like that, or supernatural that tends to exist. He has this awareness of his own personal little issues. Now, this character's name is Corrigan Bane, kind of an odd name, and he's like a legacy character in a way, in that what he can do and what makes him unique and what these books kind of revolve around, and I'm not going to give spoilers on this. It's an ability that is basically inherited. It's passed down through the generations. As you guys already know, I don't have to define inherited for you guys. And that's kind of where it ends up connecting in other books. In the Immortal series, that's how it kind of ends up connecting with Adam, because Adam has actually met Corrigan Bane's ancestors a couple of times. So he knew about the ability, and he knew that the ability was inherited, would go down through the generations. So what is Corrigan Bane's ability? He can see the future, but 5 seconds. He can see 5 seconds into the future. That's it. Now, he does on occasion have flashes or abilities where he sees something that may occur even further out, and he attempts to use these visions to help people, to save people, to help people. But at the same time, he has to hide his abilities. I mean, if obviously the government ever found somebody that could see 5 seconds into the future, this person would be locked up in a rubber room somewhere having tests run on them for the rest of their short lives before they got dissected. But for the most part, he can only see 5 seconds into the future, which actually causes him a lot of issues. Can you imagine trying to hold a conversation when you already know, you've already seen, heard, experienced the conversation that you're not even having yet, if that makes sense? It's really weird, but just imagine trying to talk to somebody when you already know what they're about to say, and you already know what you responded, and you already know how they responded back to what you responded. That's the kind of things that make him sort of odd to most people. He does his best to mask that, tries to hide it, but you got to realize this kind of stuff will affect you. Plus, just an almost supernatural ability to avoid common mishaps, spills, bumps. He can walk through a crowd and not a single person will touch him, just because he sees everything in advance, so he knows which way to move his body, how to turn, when to turn, stop, speed up, slow down. And he does his best to hold that kind of stuff back, but you're not always able to, and that causes him a lot of issues in his life, in his mind. Of course, it also has some benefits. Imagine trying to shoot somebody that can see 5 seconds into the future. It's next to impossible. Doesn't mean that he doesn't end up in danger. Remember, he can only see 5 seconds into the future. So imagine that a situation where there is absolutely nothing you can do to avoid what is going to happen. A missile. It'd be the easiest way to put it. Or even a machine gun. We have 5 people with machine guns. There's a certain point where you can't just step out of the way of the incoming bullet because there's a bullet everywhere. When his ancestors touched upon in the Immortal series, it's dealt with crossbows, but kind of the same thing. Or threatening somebody with a crossbow or with a gun, and you have a choice. They get shot, you get shot, things like that. Now, the Fixer both books are very, very similar to the Immortal series in that the character is snarky, is a smart ass. They're very, very, very entertaining. Gene Doucette's books are just a whole crap ton of fun. That's all they are. They're just an absolute blast. Tons and tons of fun. So if you guys enjoy urban fantasy books, and or if you've read Gene Doucette in his Immortal series, you guys got to check out Fixer and Fixer Redux, I believe, is the sequel. They're both absolutely fantastic books. So check them out. And otherwise, please hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.